Hey, what's up YouTube? Just coming to you today to give you a quick video on quick commands for Ableton Live 11. And we'll go ahead and get right into it here. The first one we're going to look at is the select all feature, which allows you to select all notes in a particular area. As you can see, if you just hit the command or control and Windows key plus A, it allows you to, if you're trying to select multiple notes, it allows you to select them all at once. Also, this is a useful tool if you come back to your session view here, and it allows you to select all of your tracks at once. And if you come over to the other view here, it allows you to select all of the tabs at once as well. But be advised that if any tabs are inside of a group, as you can see, then you have to do the same thing inside the group. So if you have a group, it'll select the group itself, but not any tabs inside of the group. And then once you're done, you can just click back on one individual track, which will allow you to go back to that. So that is the select all tool, and it can be pretty useful when you're trying to select multiple items all at once. Now, the next one we're going to look at is the quantize command. So as you can see, we have a few notes here that are not lined up exactly with our bars, and we're just off a little bit. And so what quantize does is it allows you to snap to your closest bar here. And in this case, you see once we press it, it automatically connected. And the command for that is going to be Command U, like umbrella. So you want to look at Command U again to quantize or line up all of your notes to the actual bars that they are closest to. So it's very useful if you start playing by freehand and you need to tidy everything up. The next one we're going to look at is going to be the trim feature, which is Command E or Control E in Windows. The trim feature allows you to, as in this case, we have this entire group here of this sample, and instead of editing or moving the entire group, we want to take this one section out. So what you can actually do is click the bar where you want to cut at or trim, and then hit Command E or Control E in Windows, and it will actually break those apart at that particular area where you want to edit at. And you can now take this new section, move it to a new spot, or you can leave it where it's at and just continue to edit it by itself. But now this one section is separate from the rest, and you can do this multiple times wherever you want to, all across your particular session. Now next, we're going to look at the shift, holding down shift and your arrow keys. Now this is very interesting, the things that you can do with it. As you can see, we have a group of notes here. We're going to select all. And if you hold down the shift key and you press your left or right arrows, they will either increase the size or decrease the size of your whatever notes you're doing. So if you need to increase the length of your notes that you're playing or decrease their length, you can do that with that. Really simple. And remember that these will be snapping if you have snap on to the bars or your grid, snap to your grid. Now, if you turn the snap off, then you can have it so that it does not snap to the grid, but as long as the snap is on, it's going to snap to your grid. And the next one we're going to look at is shift up or down arrow key. And these will actually transpose your notes one octave higher or one octave lower. If you press up, it's going to go one octave higher. If you press down, it's going to go one octave lower. As you notice here, as we're going back and forth, you can see what that did. Now the next one is going to be just left and right arrow keys up and down. As you can tell, whenever you press those, that just move your notes in whatever direction you press them. Of course, if you have it snapped, it's going to go to the next point or bar there on your grid. So be aware of that whenever you're trying to do that. And then the final one we're going to look at is the duplicate feature, which is Command D or Control D on the Windows computer. Now with the duplicate feature, it is something that is very helpful if you're trying to quickly get the same section of notes or any one note and you want to double it or copy it. And you just select your notes that you want copied, hit Command D, and boom, there you go. You have your next copied notes right next to it on the very next snapped area. Now you can do this with one note, multiple notes, whole group of notes, but that is it. And that's it for today. So that's 5 quick commands or shortcuts that you can use to hopefully increase your workflow and time that you use when it comes to Ableton. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and if you have any comments, please drop them below. Let me know if there's anything in particular you would like to see in another video. Thanks again for watching.